Hey, what's going on, college football fans? Aaron Murray here with another edition of Aaron It Out, and we're going to the Auburn game, their loss against Arkansas, to break down the quarterback play for both Hank Brown, who started the game, and then Payton Thorne, who came in the second half and played. A lot of turnovers, but I'll tell you one thing, like there's some good stuff in this tape. You'll see. I know it seems like all doom and gloom if you're an Auburn Tiger football fan. So stick with me. We'll break it all down at the end. We'll discuss who should be QB1 moving forward for the Tigers. All right. Like I said, Hank got the start, the young pup, and made some pretty impressive throws early. So first play, nice, easy, what we call a spacing concept. You're just going to work essentially right across the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is going to be what we call your Omaha route. 2 is going to be actually the number 3 receiver is going to sit. He'll be your number 3 guy. The tight end is going to sit here, and then the running back's here. You're just literally going bam, 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 bam. Don't pass up one if it's there. You got free access on this Omaha route, and he takes it. Could have been earlier, like that hitch. I don't think you need to take that extra hitch. It could have been 1, 2, 3, or a big one, and throw it now. Like the ball should be out on its way to the receiver at the moment, but still, good decision. Gets the easy completion to start the football game for the Tigers. Nice return. They're actually moving the ball well. I mean, you go back and watch the tape. They're moving it and just unable to, really get points. And obviously the turnovers hurt a lot as well. All right, I love the pocket movement. I'm going to change the views here. We'll just get just sideline. Love the pocket movement here from Hank Brown. Big kid, big arm. Let's watch him move around a little bit. Eventually come back down to this X. Feels it, keeps his eyes up, throws a beautiful pass down and away, which is perfect. Protects the ball from the defender on the backside. So 2 good passes early on in this game. All right, this is when the mistakes start happening. This kind of sucks a little bit. So we're going to get 3 verticals. He's going to go vertical. He's going here, and then Fairweather's going to wrap around as your 3rd vertical. And the other 2 interceptions, you can kind of say, okay, that's the quarterback's fault there. But right here, this safety's in the middle of the field. So I'm thinking right now, number 2 is going to be my guy. I just got to confirm that this guy is who he is. He's playing the curl flat defender. You got to make sure like he's not getting depth out underneath this number 3 receiver down the seam. And when I look out there right now, right now when I'm looking, I think this guy's trailing. Honestly, like I said, okay, he's latched onto him. I'm gonna have somewhat the caboose coming right behind for a completion. And just as he throws the football, he turns. I mean, this is. You want to throw with anticipation. I just talked about in that Omaha route. You want to see it and rip it. He saw this defender trailing the receiver. I'm going to throw it down the tight end, down the seam. It's going to be a big play. And all of a sudden, as you're letting go, the defender turns around and just tips it. Interception. Like this was of all of the 3 he threw. I don't really have a big issue with that one. That's just unfortunate. And I think a really good play by Arkansas's defender, getting his head around in time to be able to tip that football. They love this concept. They love them some RPO with a glance. Sometimes it's like a straight play action with a glance, but it's just going to be a seam backside. You're going to be reading, these backside defenders. Do you feel like those guys get downhill enough on the play action run, RPO, whatever it is, and then be able to rip it? So does a good job. Look at his eyes are up, balls in the belly of the running back. He knows he's got leverage. These guys come downhill, pulls it out, and puts it right on the money. Really nice pitch and catch for the completion. All right, we're going to get a curl route to the backside. So when we talk about like curl flat concepts, you really don't like throwing, and he may not have seen this DB getting off. You don't like throwing curl routes versus press. Like if all's even, so you say you have mirrored routes. So a curl on this side, he's going to run a flat. He's going to run a curl. There's really no flat control on the backside, unfortunately. But anyways, you would rather throw that versus what we call free access. You want to be able to, like that defender, you don't need him to mess around at the line of scrimmage, trying to get off press. It just throws the timing off on the route with the quarterback and his footwork. So if you had to choose, like going back, if you knew this guy was going to bail, I'm going to work the field and work the curl flat to my right. So as you see, curl flat, he's my flat defender. He gets width, and you're going to get the curl right behind him. Free access, it just makes it easy. You come to the bottom, let's go back down here now. We're going to run a curl, but look how much more difficult it is to run it when you got, and just timing's off, the anticipation's off. I mean, listen, you got to make this throw. At the end of the day, like, you got to make this throw. You know, what I think Hank did was he's working tight ends one, and then you work away from the squeeze. This defender squeezes the tight end, so he comes back to the curl route on this side. Good pickup by the running back. I mean, I say you want to work free access. I mean, this is a really good route by this receiver. I mean, it's a really good route. You have to be able to make this throw. I mean, this is an easy pitching catch. It's a curl route. Nice friendly, comes back to the quarterback, put it on his chest. That's a completion. All right, we're going to get all search routes on this one. So they're just going to get to the sticks. 3rd and 9 situation. Everyone get to that area, and this is on the receiver here. Good ball, feels it, sits, throws it, got to catch it. That would have been a first down. Got to catch it. So back-to-back plays, quarterback bad throw, receiver right in his hands is unable to make the catch. Little things, man, like little things for Auburn holding back right now. We're going to get a double post with a deep cross. So, post. Whoa! Bless me. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Deep double post with the deep cross. What I like about this is just it's not there. You know, we're trying to work this with this, and he feels guys drop in. Don't really like anything. I mean, this is cloudy. He's getting depth. Your check down's taken. But guess what? No one's on the quarterback. Take it. Get what you can get. Good little gain there. Good little gain right there. You a little sprint out with a deep out. Going to be good coverage. Nothing's there. Just don't force it. I think he was throwing that football away. So, all right. The next one is when we start to get downhill a little bit, and not in a good way. This is just a bad throw. You remember we just talked about curl flat defenders and being able to read those guys. You have to be able to see this. This is, your run it route, which is about 8-yard stop, and you're gonna get a seam. So you're really reading this defender. If he gets flat, you're gonna have the seam. If he runs with the seam, if he what we call carries a seam, then bam, it's cover 3, so this corner's getting out of there. You're gonna rip the run it route to the outside. So right now, he's not turning and running. Like he hasn't turned his shoulders, he hasn't started to run yet. He's kind of just sitting there, and it's to the boundary, so this guy can kind of cover both right now. So I think this was just, I think he's trying to throw it on time in rhythm, but you have to really confirm that flat defender is out of there. He's running, he's gone. He's not. He jumps underneath it, interception, and let's just see what number 2 would look like. So I mean, right there, you dot number 2 with a quick hitch. So right here, bam, right down the seam. You put it on his chest. Right there, up and over. If you don't like it, you're coming back here to here. Not a good throw. Comes back with a nice throw here, though. I'll say that. This is a really nice throw. Gonna end up getting a clear route. Fairweather does a sail route, really nicely run route. And young quarterback, he's got pressure in his face. Like right there, you have 1 defender, 2 defender, and you had to get up and over these guys. This is a really good throw. Really good throw. Put some nice touch on it. Lets the tight end adjust to it. Very, very nice. All right, we're going to get 2 dig routes. This is the next interception. And Arkansas does a good job. They're going to bring pressure. They're going to bring both these guys and then drop this defensive end out. And he ends up getting under the window. So you're going to get 1 dig, 2 dig. And I think he wants to throw it now. I think he's ready to throw it. And then he sees this defensive end dropping. So he has to wait for the second window. And just bad throw. It's there. There's no doubt about it. The ball, it's there. Let's take a look at the end zone view here. The ball is there. You just got to wait maybe a split second longer to throw it into that second window. So great pickup. Love the squeeze from the right side. He gets a little spooked out by him and just throws it too far in front. Could have given a split second longer to let that receiver start working his way into that second window. Tries to anticipate it and then throws the interception. All right, so that is it from Hank. Now we're back to Payton Thorne on the second half. So let's see how Payton Thorne fares against the Arkansas defense. This is a sweet route. We see all the time for single high coverage. You do some sort of concept where it's like a hitch. It's a stick, and then it's an inside fade. I mean, for those who have watched these videos, I've diagrammed that a million times. What they're going to do here is run actually an inside fade stop. So I love the design of this. I haven't really seen this before, but look at the timing. Good movement. Ball's out. I mean, this ball's right here, and the receiver's just getting to the top of his route. Really good. See it. Understand the coverage. You got one-on-one. And just letting it rip. So that's a nice first early throw from Payton Thorne. Pretty good ball here. They're going to get a switch release by number 2 and 3. So he's going to come up, bend around. He's going to get vertical. He's going to switch, run a dig. I think this is a catchable football. He's going to throw the seam route. Once again, good anticipation. The ball's already out. He's just getting past the defender. Safety's high. And you could say okay, middle of the field's wide open, take your dig route. But I think he throws he protects the receiver, would like the receiver to bend back a little bit and be able to make this catch. I mean, very difficult. That's if you want to be picky, you can say, okay, listen, Arkansas is bringing pressure. Middle of the field is wide open. Just take your dig route. But I think it's a decent throw. Not a great throw. I think it's a decent throw, though. All right, another RPO with a go, not the glance route. Just got to rip this. This is probably his worst football of the day. I mean, you got it right now. This safety's not going to make a play. This safety's not going to play it. You got press coverage. I mean, you really don't have to. In your mind you're throwing this ball. You don't have to give that much time to the fake, and he doesn't. So. But he stacked his ass. He is stacking him. He is getting on top. Throw this thing down the field. He lofts it well underthrown, trying to be just too perfect. Just throw it. Just launch that thing. Oh, here's the RPO with the glance now. Got to make the catch. Ball's in the belly of the receiver. Think he has a good throw. Got to make the catch. All right, big play on this next one. Where are we at? Oh, this is sweet. So you're going to get action in your face. This receiver is going to stalk like he's going to go block the safety and then break it out. So this corner gets lulled to sleep. He thinks, okay, he's cracking on the safety. I'm going to be here contained for the run almost. And then all of a sudden, bam, receiver hits it vertical. Good football, nice one-handed catch, and off the races somewhat. But I like the play design. Really sweet there. All right, back to the RPO glance world for the touchdown. Great rip here. You see the safety's already down. You're throwing it. You just want to confirm it. They check into it. Bam. These guys are almost the line of scrimmage, for goodness sakes. You just got to now find the window to throw it. He waits, sees it, throws it nice and low. His receiver goes down. Great touchdown catch for the Tigers. All right, this is Payton Thorne's interception. This next one, not his fault. For those who watched it, like, you got to catch the damn ball. I mean, you're just going to get a deep cross with the post, basic post deep cross, single high coverage. Where's the safety? Safety's high. We're not. He's out of it. Where's the deep cross now? As your number 2 guy. I like. We did this a couple weeks ago. Like, this deep cross doesn't have to be completed over here. Like, if you see the window now, throw it. And this receiver is just not ready. Looks like he's just slowly working his way across the field. Gets his head around late. Not a good route at all. Payton Thorne puts it exactly where he needs to put it. This should be a catch and a big play. And unfortunately, it turns into an interception for him. But not his fault. All right. We're going to get some of the spacing concept again here. You're going to get your Omaha route. It is the same play as what Hank had the first play of the game. Just watch Payton's feet right here. Once again, I know it's hard to judge on tape, but his eyes and feet look like they're going this way. For those who watch my Jalen Milroe from his week 1, and we talk about with his spacing, like, you have to give number 1 every opportunity to win. Because if you skip it, it's hard to go back to it, and then you never know what 2, 3, 4, and 5 are going to look like. So, like, right now you have free access to number 1. Your feet should be, he has to adjust now, but your feet from the drop should be ready to go. So his feet are off, his feet are lazy, causes inaccurate football. Receiver has to go up there and catch it instead of a catch with space against the DB, able to do it. So I think his footwork was just a little bit off there on his drop. Like I said, causing the inaccuracy. This is sweet. Cover 0. This is trust. Because right now, cover 0, DBs are taught to be inside leverage. Why? Because there's no inside support. There's no one to help you out. Like, you want to everything. Cover 0, you really want to throw out-breaking routes. But you're going to have this looky route, slant across the face of the DB. And this guy's got to win. You're hoping he wins. He does. But once again, like, he's throwing it, and this DB has inside leverage. It's 4th down. There ain't no holding the football. You got pressure. You just got to make a decision. Just let it rip. Payton does that. Puts it right on the money of the receiver. And this one is off to the races for a touchdown. All right, this is just more of a protection thing. So they're going to show double-A pressure. So the 5 offensive linemen say, okay, Mike left. So they got the 1, 2, 3, 4 defensive linemen. And then they Mike ID'd. Let me erase these. They Mike ID'd to left. So they got this linebacker right here. So it's 5 for 5. The running back has this linebacker, the Mike, to the nickel. You're working 1 to 2. So they end up dropping out and bringing the nickel. So this running back, he went 1 to release. He should be 1 to 2, and he should be picking up this nickel linebacker right now. Instead, he's free, gets at the quarterback, sack. So that's on the running back, not the quarterback. So that's really it. I mean, the rest of it was just 2-minute drill, a lot of dinking and dunking, throwing hitch routes. Arkansas playing super soft off. Like I said at the beginning, there was some good stuff I thought from both quarterbacks in the game. Obviously, the 2 big turnovers from Hank were bad. I know, like I said, the first one was not really his fault. I think that was more just a great defensive play. Second one was pretty bad. Third one just needs to wait a split second longer. I think the kid's pretty darn good. I think Payne, played one of his better games of just throwing with anticipation, letting it rip, playing a little bit more free. So, like, do I know what Hugh's going to do going forward? I don't. I do think Hank Brown maybe has the higher potential, the higher ceiling. So if you can correct some of those mistakes, I think he can continue to progress throughout the season. Let's not forget he's a freshman, so he's going to make those mistakes. If you think he's a better quarterback long term, you got to go back to him. And I do think he has, once again, the higher ceiling, but I am not the coach for Auburn. So it'll be interesting to see what Hugh Freeze does. Appreciate y'all joining. Like, subscribe, and we'll have more quarterback breakdowns throughout the week.